Hey guys, it's Smeed from my channel, and in this video we're gonna be talking about pre-workout meals that will give you more energy. A lot of people do eat before working out because they do want to feel nauseous or bloated in the gym, but that's actually a huge mistake. You definitely need to fuel your body before lifting weights so that you can have enough energy to squeeze out those extra reps, lift heavier weight, and just overall get better results. If you skip a meal before training, you may experience fatigue, weakness, and decreased endurance. Oatmeal is a great source of carbs which are used for energy, and it's also very filling due to its high fiber content. They also contain beta-carotene, which is a form of vitamin A that can help improve vision and reduce oxidative stress. In addition to sweet potatoes, you can also add some protein, like grilled chicken or turkey slices. They also contain choline, which is a nutrient that helps improve brain function and memory. In addition to eggs, you can also add some whole grain toast or oatmeal for extra carbohydrates. You can blend together frozen bananas, peanut butter, Greek yogurt, protein powder, spinach, and milk. Chicken wraps are made with flour tortillas, grilled chicken, lettuce, and various other toppings such as tomatoes, salsa, and avocado. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, I usually work out around lunchtime, so I'll eat a meal about 2 to 3 hours beforehand. Typically, I'll go with either sweet potatoes or regular potatoes with a side of grilled chicken or fish. However, if that makes you feel bloated, you can try eating closer to your workout. Now, if you want to learn more about nutrition and fitness, be sure to subscribe to my channel. If you're looking for some extra help with your nutrition, I also offer online coaching. As clients, you'll get a personalized meal plan based on your goals, a recipe book, a 7-day-a-week check-in system with your coach, and much more. To find out more, you can click the link below. I'll see you guys soon. Personally, I would not recommend eating within 30 minutes of your workout, but instead I would say about 45 minutes to an hour beforehand. Sometimes I'll also add a scoop of protein powder to my meal as well. Now, I know some of you guys might think that eating this much before working out is overkill, but I personally find that it gives me enough energy to squeeze out those extra reps and lift heavier weight. Again, everyone is different, so you may want to try eating less before your workout. Personally, I prefer to eat more because I feel like it gives me better results. These are a great pre-workout meal because they high in protein and carbohydrates, and they also very portable. This smoothie is high in protein, healthy fats, and carbohydrates, which will give you a ton of energy. Now, if you're looking for something a little bit different, you can also try regular potatoes. But they typically include eggs, cheese, and some type of meat, such as bacon or sausage. This is another great pre-workout meal option because it includes both protein and healthy fats. First, we have carbs, and I recommend getting around 60% of your calories from carbs before your workout. This will give you enough energy to power through your workout without feeling exhausted. Next, we have fat, and I recommend getting around 20% of your calories from fat before your workout. Fat helps slow down the digestion of your meal, which prevents blood sugar spikes and crashes. This is especially important during long or intense workouts. Next, we have protein, and I recommend getting around 20% of your calories from protein. Protein helps repair muscle tissue, and it also plays a role in glycogen synthesis, which is the process of replenishing your energy stores. While they might not be as fancy as sweet potatoes, they're just as effective. And they're actually a good source of potassium, which is an essential mineral that helps regulate muscle contractions. So whether you go with sweet or regular potatoes, adding protein is still a good idea. Carbs are measured by their glycemic index or GI, and oatmeal has a low GI, meaning that it will provide you with a nice steady stream of energy throughout your workout. Bananas are a great source of potassium, and they also contain a good amount of carbohydrates for energy. However, I wouldn't recommend eating just one banana before your workout. Instead, I would recommend eating 2 or 3. You can also add some peanut butter to your bananas for extra protein and healthy fats. And if you're still hungry, you can also add some almonds or walnuts. Now, there's a reason why I always see bananas in the gym. They're convenient, they're easy to digest, and they're a good source of potassium, which is an essential mineral that helps regulate muscle contractions. But again, I wouldn't recommend just eating one banana. Instead, I would recommend eating 2 or 3. You can also add some peanut butter to your bananas for extra protein and healthy fats. And if you're still hungry, you can also add some almonds or walnuts. In addition to oatmeal, you can also add protein powder or Greek yogurt to make it even more filling. And speaking of protein, it's important to get enough protein before your workout so that you can recover properly afterwards. Protein helps repair muscle tissue, and it also plays a role in glycogen synthesis, which is the process of replenishing your energy stores. Now, while you certainly can eat a chicken breast or a steak before your workout, I wouldn't recommend doing that unless you want to feel extremely full. Instead, I recommend mixing in some protein powder or eating Greek yogurt or cottage cheese. All of these options are easier to digest than a big piece of meat, and they still excellent sources of protein. You could also add some fruit to your oatmeal for extra flavor and nutrients. For example, you can try berries or bananas. Just make sure that you do and add too much fruit, because it can be high in sugar and cause an energy crash. So in this video, we are going to talk about what to eat and how much you should eat so that you can avoid all of that. Now, first, let us start with some easy pre-workout meal ideas, and then later in the video, I'm going to tell you exactly what I eat before going to the gym. Now, in terms of when you should eat before a workout, it's really up to you, and it depends on your own preferences. I prefer to eat at least 2 to 3 hours before my workout, so that most of the food is digested. However, if that makes you feel bloated, you can try eating closer to your workout. Personally, I would not recommend eating within 30 minutes of your workout, but instead I would say about 45 minutes to an hour beforehand. Alright, now the first pre-workout meal that I recommend, and probably the most popular one, is oatmeal. Another great pre-workout meal option is sweet potato. Sweet potatoes are rich in complex carbohydrates and fiber, which can help you maintain a steady stream of energy during your workout. Next up, we have another fan favorite, which is bananas. Moving on to number 4, we have eggs. Eggs are a great source of protein and healthy fats. Next up, we have breakfast sandwiches. Breakfast sandwiches can be made with a variety of ingredients. Alright, now I know a lot of you guys are into smoothies. So here's one that I like to call the Gainer smoothie. And last but not least, we have chicken wraps. Alright, so now that we've gone over some pre-workout meal ideas, let's talk about what I personally eat before working out. Alright, now that you know what to eat before your workout, let's talk about the best macros for performance. Now, timing your meals right is also important. I recommend eating your meal 2 to 3 hours before your workout, so that most of the food has time to digest. So those are some of my top tips for pre-workout meals.